Welcome back to VFSN. I'm Chris DeMarco, and today we're going to be going over the final installment of the 4 Chapters Tournament Series, Chapter 4, Water, here at Greystone Woods. We got the tournament preview of the illustrious conclusion to this fantastic disc golf tournament series. It's been a great summer of incredible events. See how many adjectives I can fit in the first 15 seconds of this video. Hole 1, par 3, 233. Now we're going to be going over every single hole on this layout today. We're also going to be going over some of the discs that are available in the players packs, some of the trophies, some of the OB rules, and giving out some tips for some of the MA2, MA3 guys. Now the first few holes on the course are pretty straightforward. Hole 2, par 4, 465, that windy tunnel shot slightly uphill. I want to go over the discs that we're going to have available here. We got Innova discs providing plastic for the event. Starting off with some DX plastic for some of the newcomers. This stuff beats in really well. We got DX AVRs, DX Rocks, and DX Leopards. We're gonna have Star T-Birds. Oh my God, those look so good. I'll show you them in a minute. Star T-Birds, Star Firebirds, Star Wraith, and Star Shrike. Hole 3, par 4, 415. Watch yourself off of that tee. That tree that fell down and those cones can get inside your head. This is one of those tee shots, I feel like the rough is not very thick. So yeah, it's a 2-shot par 4, but I actually think you want to go really aggressive off of the tee here. We got Champion Mako 3, Champion Rock 3, and Champion Leopard 3 rounding out that lineup. And we got a new tee here at Greystone Woods. Shouts out to John McDuff, Chris LeClaire, all the other Greystone Club members, and all the Valley Forge guys, Jason Murak, Tim Gaber. Thank you guys for the help. Now this par 4 is 567 feet. You want to get the disc as straight as you can to try to come through this little tunnel. We actually managed to fly the drone exactly where you'd like to get your disc to go there, but it's a really tough tee shot. I mean, we cleaned up the green, we cleaned up the fairway quite a bit, but it's just going to be tough to get down that fairway. I wouldn't worry too much about the hyzer and getting left. I would just throw it straight, try to stay on the fairway there. Hole 5, par 3, 294. Popular request, I finally decided to show the forehand option. Now, you know me, I'm a backhand guy. Listen, I could have gotten the drone to get in there better. It's not a lack of skill. I just, that forehand line. Come on. I don't like it. Hole 6, par 3, 314. Left to right shot. And you can find yourself in the water here. This is the first hole that really has any true OB on it. But I mean, look at how thick the trees are. I think you can go aggressive off of the tee here. I really don't think anybody's going to be getting through and finding that water, but if you do manage to, it is OB. Let's take a look at the trophy. We got this 1-of-1 pound bag. Shouts out to Levi for hooking us up with this. It's fantastic. The lining is charcoal. The bag itself is blue. There's a pink accent on here. I hated that at first, but I actually kind of like it now. Hole 7, par 3, 283 coming from the blues. There will not be a Mando, but I think there should be. Yeah, this one's got water in it as well. Let me take a look at some of the trophies here. That's standard Dymax from Dynamic Disc. These ones are printed on EMAC Truths. So put it up on your wall and never throw it, because EMAC, just kidding. Shouldn't have said that. Hole 8, par 3, long to long. This is the hole I am most excited about. Now, this one's going to play very challenging. The water is OB, and we are playing this as an island green. So if you see where the water runs on the right side, that is going to connect to about where that rough starts there, that green patch. There's a line there now that's going to show you the OB, and we're going to circle all the way around the basket to try to give you a sense of where that island extends to. So it's going to run along that right side grass I just showed you, coming behind along this fence. Now behind that tree with the poison ivy on it, there's a drainage path. That drainage path is out of bounds. That includes the concrete on the top. So the grass is your inbound line. That drainage path then connects to the water, which connects to the paint. If you don't make that off of the tee and you go OB, you will be shooting from the drop zone, which I just showed you. Now, this hole is very complicated. I'm sending out the player's email shortly. So definitely go through the language there. And we'll go over it again at the players meeting. Hole 9, par 4. Don't actually know the distance on this yet, but you're throwing this water shot off of the tee. That fence you just saw on the left side there is where the drop zone is. So it has been in some different locations over the years. I like it by the fence. It opens up the chance to play the roller along this entire stretch. And the basket is in the alternate position, not this one here. Apologies for that again. But yeah, just to go over that, off of the tee, if you land inbounds or cross that plane, you do not have to go to the drop zone. If you land in the water and you don't cross the plane to go inbounds, you're going from the drop zone. Hole 10, par 3, 257. Left to right shot here. You can get sneaky on that right side, but generally speaking, this is a forehand shot. We're going to clear some of that brush you just saw in the beginning, so it'll be a little bit easier to get that hyzer forehand in. And this is another drop zone hole, so if you land on the concrete on 10 or in the water, you are out of bounds. We also have a rope on 10, so you could be about 2-3 feet in front of the water and you're still going to be out of bounds. Again, hole 10, look at the language. There is a drop zone there marked by white flags. Check out the language in the players meeting and you'll be a lot more clear on what's going on. Hole 11, par 4, 425. Straightforward shot, as is hole 12. I wanted to give a chance to talk about some future events that we've got here on VFSN for later this year. Some people have been asking. We're going to run back Battle of Greystone Woods again early November or late October. There's a ton of events at Greystone that time of year, which is, you don't want to see too much of the same thing, but I mean, it's fall disc golf. Everybody loves playing in the fall, so we're going to do that. And then I'm also working on a triples XC tier tournament called the VFDGL All-Star Qualifier, which is basically going to be 18 holes, triples, XC tier. You can build your own team, come out to the event, and we'll take the first place team and the second place team, and they are going to participate in the Valley Forge Disc Golf League All-Star Game. So we're going to have two teams from the league forming the East and West All-Stars, and the East and West are then going to face off against first and second place, respectively, from that tournament. So for everybody who's been asking to get involved in VFDGL, we are going to expand the league next season, but this is your chance to get on coverage in 2023. Hole 14, par 4, 492. There's water lining the right side, and it is sketchy. We do not have a rope down, unfortunately, but if you do find yourself OB, you will be able to take meter relief up to the top. So I don't think that's actually a meter. I think that's way more than a meter, but everybody's been playing it up to the top. It's a lot safer, so casual relief up to the top. Okay. Now this song is fantastic. It's written by Dan Schifrin, the Badlands Bandits theme song. For those who didn't know, Dan wrote almost all the music in VFDGL. I mean, the dude's so talented. Hole 15, par 3, 311, left to right shot. Coming off the blue tee here. We just built a new tee pad. Again, shout out to the Greystone community and the Valley Forge community. We're going to be collecting some money at the tournament. For anybody else who wants to contribute to more tees, it's time to get 18 tees down on blue. So if you want to pitch in money, that money's going to go directly to buying pavers and installing new tee pads directly. If you give me that money, I'm going to Lowe's the next day and I'm buying pavers. That's how serious we are about these blue tees. 16, no OB. Be careful with that backhand, okay? People don't realize that hole is averaging like a 3.5. You don't need to get the birdie on 16. Just play it safe. 17, par 4, 550, the crown jewel of this course. There is some water on the left side there, and the language on the logs is very specific in the player's email. So go over that. Go over what's inbounds, what's not. Hole 18, par 3, 380. We're playing from the whites here. Drone is showing you the blue, but we're actually going from the white. That's all 18 holes. Wow. Did that in one take. I talked a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. I got one more little special surprise for you guys. I want you to see some of the discs too, but we are going to be giving away a Brita water filter. Okay, so for all you disc golfers out there, just got out of college, you know what I mean, living in your parents' basement, you got to walk upstairs, you're all sweaty to get water out of the fridge. Come out, win this pitcher, put it in the fridge downstairs. You won't have to go upstairs anymore. What else do we have? We've got some discs as well. That analogy hit home for me. We've got some discs as well. So I mentioned the list earlier. I just want to show you guys some of this plastic. I mean, come on. All blue. We've got a couple white. I know Mike Scardino is going to go crazy. He's not going to be there, but we're going to make sure he gets some. One thing I want to mention about the discs, the Rock 3s. The Rock 3s are puddle top. They are fantastic. I'm not sure if I have any here. Somebody at Greystone recently requested that I get some Rock 3s, so I did. I don't have any here, but they're board flat. These things are amazing. Star Firebirds. I mean, come on. It's going to be out of focus, but look at that. Just so nice. I got 100 of them this time. We keep selling out really fast. I'll be selling all the Champion premium stuff for 16 and the baseline for 12. You're just not going to beat those prices. I actually had somebody complain to me that I was selling him a disc for $16 recently, custom stamp. And I'm like, all right, what? I'm like, what? You know who you are. I sold the disc in 2 seconds anyway. It's okay. But yeah, we're selling these for 16 and then the baseline for 12. So if you need more plastic, I mean, you're not going to find better looking discs for that price. We've got DX AVRs, DX Leopards. Newcomers, grab the Leopards. I highly recommend it. They'll stand up for you, get some extra distance. I think we covered everything. Check your player's email. Tee is going to start, first tee is at 9:10. Check-in starts at 7:30. Player's email is going to be 8:45. One last thing, shout out to Axiom for giving us one of these baskets. We got 2, bought a second one. So we're going to be giving away 2 of those throughout the day. The one in between rounds will probably be some kind of putting competition. And then after the round, after the tournament ceremony, we're going to do a CTP from the 9 tee to about that common landing zone, about 250 feet in. So MA3 guys should have a chance to go for that basket at the end of the day. And one last thing I might not have mentioned. If you want to play from the drop zone on 9, technically according to PDGA guidelines, you do not have to throw from the tee, but you will be shooting 3 from the drop zone. So you're basically passing on your first throw, 1 penalty stroke for going out of bounds essentially, and then you throw 3 from the drop zone on hole 9. So I think that's everything. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to click the video, click subscribe on the video, and ring the notification bell. Also, we're going to be releasing a Patreon soon. It's something that a lot of people have been bugging me to do. I feel like it's a little passé. I'm a little jaded on it. It feels kind of cringe to even say now. But it seems like a tried and true business model for media companies, especially with the way we've been running events. This zero profit model has been so awesome, giving all the money back to the players. I mean, the response has just been like so awesome from you guys. So I want to continue doing that, but nothing in life is fixed cost. The more events we throw, the further away they are, the more we add to production, the more expensive everything becomes. A piece of rebar, metal this big, is $4 now. A piece of wood is like $30. So the tournaments are gonna get more expensive over time, but we're gonna continue providing that same value. In order to do that, we need your support. So we're gonna be announcing a Patreon soon. It's probably gonna be opened up the Sunday after the tournament when the coverage starts. And there's going to be a couple different things you can get by signing up for it, but really, I don't want it to be this carrot on a stick thing where we're giving exclusive content to people who want to donate money. It's more just like, hey, this is what we do. We're going to keep throwing great events. We're going to keep doing great coverage. We are eventually going to do pro events. My goal is to get Ricky Wysocki to Greystone someday. He doesn't get on helicopters for free. Dynamic Discs told me it was expensive to get him there, so we need more money. We need your money. So keep an eye out for the Patreon. We're going to be opening that up next week. And we'll see you at the event tomorrow.